For a local cyclist is hoping to get answers about how he got a very mysterious injury Sunday on the W&OD trail. The portion of the trail he was biking from Sterling to Leesburg runs right along some power lines. The cyclist believes somehow electricity traveled into his body and it left an exit wound and burned a hole through two pairs of pants. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey is live in Sterling now with more on this story. Julie?
Well, Sean, that cyclist, Lincoln Abrahams, he biked weekend often on this stretch of the W&OD trail in Sterling, but yesterday he left the trail bleeding, and he and his wife think electricity is to blame. Dominion Energy is investigating, and I want to warn you before we play this story, some of the pictures of his wound might be difficult to look at.
One look at the holes burned into these biking pants, and you can tell something very unusual happened to cyclist Lincoln Abrahams. He says he hadn't gone far on the W&OD trail when he felt something strange.
Probably 2 miles in, I felt like a tingling sensation in like my hands and then on my leg. Thought nothing of it, kept going.
Lincoln says he felt the tingling a second time on the return trip, but it wasn't until he finished his ride and changed out of his pants that he realized he was bleeding.
I started looking at the bike and then saw all the blood coming down the bike post, rolling down. It's like, whoa, what's going on, you know? Kind of in shock. We were sitting there like, what could have happened?
Lincoln then saw the bloody holes in his bike pants and a big burn mark on the skin of his inner thigh. Lincoln says it's not the first time he's felt tingling near power lines. It happened last year on a different trail. When he got home, his son declared, Dad got zapped again.
When I looked at his leg, you could see a clear burn area around where the third-degree burn was. It's deep burn. And I said, this traveled through your body, and that's an exit point.
Convinced electricity was the culprit, Lincoln's wife immediately called Dominion Power and posted some of the pictures on social media.
It terrifies me because you can feel it tingling on the outside, but you don't know what's happening on the inside.
A Dominion spokeswoman says the company immediately sent out 2 teams to drive much of the area that Lincoln had cycled, examining both the tall transmission lines and distribution lines.
Today, we came back out and a team is walking the 14 miles, carefully inspecting everything. So far, we have found no abnormalities. It is still a mystery. We're hoping we can figure out what happened.
Lincoln is now heading to the doctor to get checked out.
My entire body is sore, my shoulders, my legs.
He and his wife are hopeful Dominion will solve this mystery.
And Dominion says further in a statement that based on its findings so far, it does not believe the safety of this trail is compromised, but they will continue to review the situation. Back to you now in the studio.
Still frightening just to even hear about it or think about it. All right, Julie Carey with the latest. Thank you, Julie.
Meanwhile, it was a